to keep going. In ancient India, they figured this out a long time ago. We're talking thousands of years back. Their solution was coins, not the round ones we see today. These were something else. They were pieces of silver, cut and stamped. People call them punch-marked coins. They were some of the very first coins anywhere in the world. Imagine holding a piece of silver that someone used over 2,500 years ago. It's a direct link to the past, a piece of survival history right in your hand. These early coins weren't just lumps of metal, they were special. Each one had unique marks punched into it. These weren't pictures of kings or queens, not yet. The marks were symbols. You might see the sun, a bull, or a strange geometric pattern. Each symbol probably meant something important. Maybe it represented a local kingdom, a powerful merchant, or even a promise of value. It was a system built on trust. People trusted these marks. They knew the silver was real and the coin was good for trade. It was a clever system, simple but effective. It helped people trade goods across vast distances. Finding these coins is like discovering an ancient survival kit. They tell a story of a bustling society. They show us that people were organized. They had a system for their economy. These weren't just random bits of silver. They were carefully weighed. This ensured fairness in every transaction. Whether you were buying grain, spices, or tools, the coin's weight was its guarantee. It's a lesson in resource management. You have to be precise. You have to be fair. That's how you build a strong community, whether it's a small tribe or a massive civilization. These coins were the foundation of India's economic survival. Think about the journey one of these coins has been on. It might have been minted in a busy city along the Ganges River. Then, it could have traveled in a merchant's pouch on a bullock cart. It might have been used to buy silk from a trader who came from far away. It might have been buried for safekeeping and then lost for centuries. Now, it's a tiny silver window into a lost world. Each scratch and dent on its surface is part of its story. It's a testament to human ingenuity. It shows how we find ways to thrive, to trade, and to build something bigger than ourselves, even in ancient times. As India grew, so did its empires. And with great empires come great coins. The game changed. It wasn't just about simple symbols anymore. When powerful rulers like the Mauryas and the Guptas came along, they wanted everyone to know who was in charge. So, they put their faces on the coins. This was a massive power move. Suddenly, the coin in your pocket wasn't just money. It was a piece of propaganda. It was a daily reminder of the king's authority. The Gupta period, often called India's Golden Age, produced some of the most beautiful coins ever made. They were works of art, crafted from gold, showing kings hunting lions or playing instruments. Then came the Mughals. These guys knew a thing or two about building an empire. Their coins were incredible. They standardized the currency across their vast lands. The Emperor Akbar introduced a silver coin called the rupiah and a gold coin called the mohur. These names are still echoed in the region today. The coins were often decorated with intricate Islamic calligraphy, with beautiful patterns and verses. They were a symbol of the empire's wealth and its sophisticated culture. Holding a Mughal coin is like holding a piece of a grand, powerful dynasty. It's a tool that controlled the fortunes of millions. The next big shift came with the British. The East India Company, and later the British Crown, took control. Their mission was to unify India under their rule, and currency was a key tool. They introduced coins with the portrait of the British monarch. You'd see Queen Victoria, then King Edward, then King George. The coins were uniform, minted with modern machines. It was a clear message. A new power was in charge. The local flavor of Indian coinage started to fade, replaced by the stoic profile of a distant ruler. It was a different kind of survival, the survival of an empire trying to impose its will. This clash of cultures can be seen right on the metal. The British coins had the monarch's head on one side, but on the other, the value was often written in multiple Indian scripts alongside English. It was a practical move, but it also showed the complex reality of their rule. They were a foreign power in a land of ancient traditions. The coins had to work for everyone. This era of coinage tells a story of trade, of conquest, and of two worlds colliding. It's a tough chapter in India's history, and it's all stamped right there on these pieces of silver, copper, and nickel. When you've been fighting for your freedom, the moment you get it is massive. On August 15, 1947, India became independent. Everything had to change. The old symbols of British rule had to go. You can't have the British king's face on the money of a free nation. It was time for India to reclaim its identity. So, the first coins of independent India were born. They needed a new symbol, something that represented the spirit of the new India. They chose the Ashoka lion capital. This is a famous ancient sculpture of 4 lions standing back to back. It's a symbol of courage, confidence, and power. The new coins were a fresh start. The lion emblem roared a message of sovereignty to the world. On the other side of the coin, a simple sheaf of corn replaced the king's portrait. This symbolized prosperity and the importance of agriculture for the nation. The design was simple, elegant, and full of meaning. It wasn't just money, it was a declaration of a new beginning. It was about survival on a national scale, about a country standing on its own 2 feet for the first time in centuries. Every citizen who held these new coins was holding a piece of that hard-won freedom. But the journey wasn't over. In 1957, India made another huge change. It switched to a decimal system. Before this, the rupee was divided into 16 annas, and an anna was divided into 4 pice. It was a complicated system, a relic of the past. The new system was much simpler. 1 rupee would equal 100 nay pice, which means new paisa. This was a modern logical step. It aligned India with the rest of the world. For a few years, the coins even said Naya Paisa on them so people could get used to the change. It was a practical move for a nation looking towards the future. This period was all about building a new identity. The coins started to feature new themes. They celebrated agriculture, industry, and national unity. We saw symbols like tractors, dams, and maps of India. These weren't just coins for buying things. They were educational tools. They were telling the story of a developing nation, its challenges, and its aspirations. For the first time in a long while, the coins of India were telling India's own story, in its own language, using its own symbols. It was a powerful way to unite a diverse population under a shared vision for the future. Today, if you're in a bustling market in Delhi or Mumbai, you'll see the latest generation of Indian coins. The journey continues. The coins in circulation now look different from the ones that came just after independence. They are mostly made of stainless steel, which is tough and durable. You need your gear to last, and the same goes for a country's currency. The designs have also evolved. While the Ashoka lion capital remains a constant, a proud symbol of the nation, the coins have become more user-friendly. For example, some coins now have distinct shapes or markings to help visually impaired people identify them. A really interesting development was the introduction of a new symbol for the Indian rupee itself in 2010. It looks like this, rupee. It's a blend of the Devanagari letter Ra and the Roman letter R. This symbol now appears on all the coins and banknotes. It gives the Indian rupee a unique identity on the global stage, just like the dollar or the euro. It was a moment of national pride. The new coins, from the 1 rupee to the 20 rupee coin, all carry this symbol. It's a small detail, but it's a powerful statement about India's growing economic confidence in the 21st century. Indian coins today are more than just money. They are storytellers. The Reserve Bank of India often issues special commemorative coins. These coins celebrate important people, events, and institutions. You might find a coin honoring Mahatma Gandhi, another celebrating the 100th anniversary of a university, or one marking a major sporting event. These coins are collector's items, but they also serve a bigger purpose. They keep history alive. They remind people of their heritage and the milestones that have shaped the nation. It's like creating a map of your journey, marking the important spots so you never forget where you've come from. So, the story of the Indian coin is a story of survival, power, and identity. From the ancient punch-marked silver pieces to the shiny steel coins of today, they reflect the incredible journey of a civilization. They have been stamped by emperors, kings, and democratic governments. They have survived invasions, empires, and revolutions. Each coin is a tiny, metal survivor, carrying the DNA of its time. It's a reminder that even the smallest objects can tell the biggest stories. The Indian coin is not just currency, it's a piece of history you can hold in your hand, a testament to the resilience of a nation.